Okay. Recording is started, so feel free to make fun of Tokala.
What a robot bitch.
Wow. Straight to the culture war, huh?
Yep. Why mess around? It's gonna end up there anyway.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He's funny because robot is the thing he would least want to be. And now,
And now,
That is a keen understanding of Tokala's character. It would take a really cruel entity to forcibly turn him into that which he hates. That's just low.
uh, it's a cruel world.
Yeah, it
In
is.
life, in life, a bitch, man.
So the party was attacked by a bunch of strange robots who captured some of the party members, but were unable to capture Namkath, Hirsik, and unwilling to even attack or unwilling to drag away Krokta. They did attack her, but they didn't kidnap her. And you met up with Isuma, who's pictured on the main screen now, and she instantly reached out to Krokta, as they're both Kasath survivors. And if you recall, the first thing she did was check Krokta's head up and down to see if there were any cuts or sewing or surgeries done or something. And she helped you negotiate with the Binox and his robots for the safe return of your allies, and you promised entities in trade, whatever that means. But you are free again. Tokala is definitely strangely experimented upon without his consent. He's quite upset. And you guys are able to leave Isuma's cave, and you returned back to your forest campsite to reclaim the gear that was left when you were initially attacked. And since I have a mental block that makes me unable to remember what watches you're on, you please place your tokens in the appropriate circles.
yeah. What were the Nomcast? Me and Nomcast were second watch.
Okay.
Yep.
McGinnis and Ulfred first watch,
Yep.
Sounds
and
right.
then the rest were on third watch.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Damn, I've been in a coma and I still remember shit better than you, Toby.
Yeah, but it was a medically induced coma. You're basically just getting high as balls for free.
Okay, accurate.
Yeah.
And you should have seen him struggle last week trying to remember.
Yeah, I basically played a shell game with everybody's tokens by myself until the party got tired of it and just said, you know what?
But we kept trying to correct you, and you kept going doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, well, I just, for some reason, I was unable to understand. Looks like Harrison might need to do a browser refresh. You're still stuck on the previous card,
Oh,
at least on my screen.
yes. No, it was not loading. Let me try that.
While things are calming down, I would definitely ask Asuma. Asuma, you said that they kidnapped you and forced you to learn their ways of technology. What could you explain this more to me? I don't understand.
She tells you that they are humans, or they look humans. They're a mix of humans and what you call androids, like the penitent pilgrims to the south here. And they came to our world and I guess they'd been watching us for a while, I later learned. But they came down and spoke to us in our language somehow and asked if we would come as emissaries to their people up in their ship, which sails from planet to planet. And many of us did. And we taught them about our culture and our language and our everything, our history, and they taught us about technology and space travel and science, magic, and
Surely against your will, no?
Well, I was told by the head of my tribe to learn these alien ways to protect us in case they were ever our enemies. We should know more about them. So I was told to eat what they eat and do what they do and learn their language, which I did.
Must have been very disgusting experience for you, eating what they eat,
Yeah,
talking their
some
language.
some of the things they do are sacrilegious, but some of it was great. They could cure diseases that we couldn't, and they could repair broken limbs better than we could. You know, they could heal a cut without leaving a scar. They had some gifts to give us. It was just the problem came later when I learned that they had also taken another tribe, kidnapped another tribe against their will, without
Yes.
communicating with them, and put them in a fake, their word is habitat, but it just means a fake home. And I gather that's the tribe you were in.
Yeah, that sounds like my tribe. And that sense motive is just to see if there's anything Suma is hiding from her, because Prakta is suspicious of anyone that would be
Sure,
working with her captors.
sure. She seems very earnest, and she does seem to have quite a lot of guilt and anger about it. And I mean, your impression of her is that she's just a very honest sort of person. And she was chosen because she's very personable and forthcoming, kind of outgoing for Kasath. That was her job, was to be a diplomat. And when she was just a tribal Kasath, she was a hunter. So she's very sneaky and has excellent woodcraft skills, survival skills.
How long has it been since you've seen another Kasap like me? How long have you been separated from the tribe?
Um, you see a tortured look kind of cross her brow and her eyes. She even squints with sort of pain, remembering, and she says, "Well, as far as I know, you and I are the only living Kasath here.
Hmm.
But there are other Kasath who are not living, but they are here."
Yeah, I've encountered the corpse of remains of one of those. But what I meant to ask is, how long have you been in isolation? I was lucky to be frozen. I haven't been separate from the tribe for too long. But you, by the looks of you, you've been away from our traditions for some time. I mean, I could tell the way you tracked through these fields and stuff that you hadn't lost everything, but
I
definitely don't act
was
like the tribesmen I knew.
I was with the aliens learning their ways for almost a year of an entire solar cycle of our home before I learned of their betrayal and capture of other Kasath. But as I was arguing with them and pleading with them and demanding that my fellow Kasath be set free, the ship was attacked.
Attacked by whom?
Something the Androff people called the Dominion of the Black.
Hell yeah, start drinking beer.
And just so I'm clear, all this happened about 1,000,000 years ago, right?
She
If you ask,
says probably almost certainly thousands of years ago. I don't know exactly.
how
And
have you?
what have you been doing all that time?
I have been asleep until 6 years ago. 6 of this. She holds her hands up to the night sky, this world's cycle.
6 years. So you've been alone for 6 years.
Yeah. I was the only
Well-
survivor. I escaped barely. Thanks to
If you're
what the
willing,
Androff taught me.
if you're willing, I'll help you reconnect with some of your traditions then. See
She
where
said,
you might have lost your way in that time. I understand you're alone, but Soth needs its tribe.
truly. She says, my first goal, my only goal, I have no thought beyond it, is to destroy them,
The people that attacked you?
the Dominion.
Well, given that that happened a couple thousand years ago, they might not still be around for you to exact revenge. Has that occurred to you?
She looks and something sort of dawns on her and she says, You haven't seen them? They're here now. They're not a 1,000-year-old problem. They are now. They are in this valley. If you go west, they will see you and they will come for you.
Those things?
We talking about tentacular black abominations of deepest nightmare?
She sort of sketches the shape in the dirt by the fire. That central pod with that eye and then long tentacles. She says about this big, like basketball sized and flying. Sounds exactly like what you guys were attacked by before.
Hmm.
Boy, those fuckers got staying power.
She says this is one of their scouts.
Yeah,
I'd hate to see their mom.
There are worse varieties.
we ran into one of those 100, 200 miles from here. More?
Yeah, it did not end well.
No, it didn't.
She draws kind of a huge pod shape and then draws several smaller pods about an eighth the size of it off to the side. She says this central part is called the divinity. And these pods each held a different area. I lived in one of these, and I learned of the captive Kasath in another one on the far side of divinity. And the Dominion, by the time the Androff knew they were under attack, the Dominion were already aboard the ship for some time. And they had taken control of many people's minds, and there was essentially a mutiny on board. And I was forced into a cryopod, and that's all I know of it. I woke up out of that, I was pulled out of that cryopod here and tortured by the Dominion for I don't know how long. And I escaped.
How
Well,
did you escape?
Well, I feel for you, partner. That's a damn tragic story if I ever heard one. And let me tell you, I've heard a few. You're out of time and out of place. And, well, my heart goes out to you.
but in theory, there could be more like you, just captured by these things that we might be able to rescue.
She said there are, wherever they found me, they found
Hell,
many of
we've
us.
found two so far.
She says the others have been, she sort of searches for a word. She says they've been inhabited.
Ugh,
Like
that
a
don't sound
parasite?
right.
The other Kasath have been inhabited?
She says, she looks at Krokta and says, when you found the other Kasath, did you destroy the head completely?
I don't believe we did.
I ate a
Think we-
piece of it, as is customary. But not destroy the head.
She said, did anything emerge?
Yeah, a vision of him.
Not to my recollection. We just stomped his ass and moved on. If I recall.
I wasn't there for that.
Yeah, that was. Oh, you're talking about Under Torch? Yeah, that zombie one. Didn't you blow his head up and kill him that way? You tend to do that a lot, you know.
Yeah, could be. You know, you blow up so many heads, you kind of stop keeping track.
Yeah.
I am afraid that I'm figuring out this answer, but I want to hear.
Hey, Harrison, you're like way far from the microphone. We can't hear you.
Wrong microphone then. My bad. Uh,
There you go.
How's this?
Oh my
better?
God. Oh,
Yeah.
you can back
Lovely.
off it a little bit.
Wow, you're
Uh,
in my head. You're actually in my head.
Oh man. These. I'm worried that I'm already working this answer out in my head for myself. But why would we have to destroy these things' head?
She closes her eyes for a minute and says, because when you think you've killed one of the inhabited, the it will emerge from the skull, the back or the side. It'll burrow its way back out the way it got in, and then you have to kill that.
Hmm.
So a type of parasite.
She summons a little courage and says, they look like brains with legs. The Dominion removes the original brain, and there are some Dominion creatures that use the brains for something.
Any description? Would that be the right check for it? From her description?
You've got a total of 12, and this is a pretty obscure off-world thing,
So I got it.
so you didn't get it. But that doesn't sound like anything that lives on this planet that you know of.
I'd have that skill. Try rolling that skill.
And you get Olbrin up to a 14, but between the two of you, you're still not familiar with any creature like that.
Brains with legs. Great. I love it.
Yeah, that just sounds weird.
You know, I found this journal in this big bag here that we found on the body. It says something about the valley. Maybe there's something about these creatures in there.
Oh yeah, we need to check out the stuff we picked up.
True.
We've picked up a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but there was the stuff in the cave that we picked up and we ran. We hadn't had a chance to look at it yet because we wanted to get the hell out of there.
No, believe me, I just did an inventory audit the other day, and I was just horrified that I
Sorry.
did not let you guys bring the carriage because it causes your inventories to be absurd.
Well, mine's slightly better now that I have the bag of holding. Now that's just absurd.
Well, we're 10th level. There's going to be some of that.
Why don't we get those things we picked up and let Oberon take a look at them while we look it through the journal?
Sure, what's first?
I don't remember what we got. I just know Ulfred grabbed it all.
Yeah,
I just got the bag of holding, I think.
Well, no, there was an amulet and some other stuff. I remember that.
Stabby thing and some armor, I think, right?
I think Nomcath, I saw you pick it up.
Well, let me check.
I mean, it's a stabby thing, so it's good bet. Tomcat took it.
I do have 2 daggers, but and strange device. Yeah, actually, yeah, you're right. I did pick it up. So I got 2 daggers. I don't know if they're anything important. Strange device, black velvet leather,
Okay, so it's on
Sounds
Namga.
kinky. This sounds
Yeah.
kinky.
Yeah, it looks like I have it. I think I grabbed it
Okay.
and ran.
Spellcraft check from the nerds. Let's see.
I can roll an assist.
There it is.
Sorry, my hands are not working.
No, you're good. You got a 21 with Ulfred's aid. Okay. You've got a finely made suit of studded leather. It's made of a rare animal hide that is shining black and soft on the inside, while totally non-reflective and matte black on the outside. And it provides constant endure elements. It acts as armor of stealth plus 10, 5 from a silencing effect, and 5 from a darkness effect. So invisibility pretty well supersedes that. But it is also plus 3 studded leather.
Nice.
Damn, girl.
And its name is known as Mara's Leathers. Maura. And also you have
We got-
Ulfred has Mara's journal, and Ulfred has Mara's bag of holding.
And we got that from the corpse in the cave?
Apparently it's
About-
Mara's corpse.
Are the daggers magical and the strange device?
The daggers are a rare type of weapon for the surface, but Olbrin knows what they are on sight. Those are drow razors. Meant for quick strikes and slashes. This
Yeah,
long,
they kill
slender
you
knife.
fast.
Yep, it's incredibly sharp along one edge. Drow swashbucklers and assassins are particularly fond of these weapons. Confirmed hit, critical hit, or sneak attack with a drow razor deals an additional 2 points of damage. Precision, not multiplied on a crit. And these ones are well made. They are they have an enhancement bonus of something, 1. And they are, yeah, I think they're just a couple +1 daggers, basically. +1 draw razors.
Nice.
And the device. Okay. Looks like it's a necklace, but Olbrin, as you examine it, it pops open and you see a strange little sort of metallic cross that's rotating back and forth like a compass. And let's see, the inside of this gold alloy container holds a detailed sketch of a handsome man wielding a pair of pistols with the inscription, "To my darling Mara, may you always find your way to me." And this has an enchantment on it. It acts as a 3rd level pearl of power. And you can roll a survival check on it, somebody.
I got it.
That will be somebody else then, because
I can't do that.
okay. Here's Olbrin says, "Oh, it's a compass," and he says, "And it says this way's north," and it's wrong.
Oh, that is not north.
Yeah.
That is no comp.
It points some random bearing that's closest to like west northwest.
That doesn't sound good.
Mhm.
Which direction is it technically?
Northeast, but
Okay.
the Dominion of the Black is definitely west.
Fortunately,
That's not good.
pearls of power are just dope on their own. So
And they explode and they're done, right?
What?
no.
That would be grenades of grenades.
Oh, forgive me. I've been hit by one and not the other.
It would be grenades of grenading. Yeah. McGinnis likes to shoot them up in the air and see where they come down sometimes.
Can we tell what the pearl of power does?
Oh, a pearl of power. I'm sorry, I should have said that. Pearl of power recharges a spell slot once per day.
Oh.
3rd level spell slot, I would guess.
Recall any one spell that you have cast that day. The spell must be of level 3.
Okay. I got more lightning bolts. Awesome.
Yeah, pearls of power are solid.
You're welcome to it. Doesn't do me any good.
Yeah, go for it.
Is that who it's going to be on? You can do the transfer to him, and I'll
Yep, I
click
just
accept.
did.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, I didn't see it pop up. It may not have transferred. I'll see if I can just drag it.
Well, I did a gift to or give item
Did it work?
to him.
Did you get a pop up, Josh?
Uh,
Yeah. See, I think there might be. That may not work with the way Josh interfaces with Foundry. Okay, he's just
no,
gonna
I got lightning
shoot.
bolt.
Okay, Namcat tries to give you a nice, useful magic item, and you fucking lightning bolt him. That is
Evasion.
that is rude.
I
And
just
you're
haven't
just-
used icon.
You just. I don't understand it, Namcath. You were trying to be a good guy, and he's just blasting away at you. Just a second, Josh.
all I have is used and then the update log from what they fixed. That's what I got.
Okay. I will get the item on you. I'll find it. All right. Anything else we need to look at?
Before we would all head to sleep, I would definitely want to turn to Hearsick and ask him a question. So, Hearsick, the other night,
Yes.
where were you when we were on third watch here? You, me, and Takala. Before we got attacked, you disappeared. Why, if you disappeared purposely, why wouldn't you tell us before you did that? And yeah, basically what happened. It's pretty suspicious to me, to be honest.
Oh, I, of course, was no meaning to draw suspicion.
This is for future stuff that he says.
For future stuff,
Well-
okay. Harrison wasn't actually here for that, so let me give him a quick blurb.
I'm just plotting to blow your six brain out. Gotta make sure one of those brain legs doesn't come out of him.
Jace, friend, I am so sorry that this has caused a mistrust, something to erupt between us. Because you see, I saw the ladies very far off, right? What is Hearsick's game plan going into the battle, right? You understand this? We disappear, we come back, hit them where it hurts. So, when I see the ladies coming, I did go invisible. But it was never my intention to stay so. The ladies attacked and captured us before I could intervene. But fortunately, you also, we met up. So, we got it.
I mean, it's basically the same thing that happened with Oberyn. Oberyn envisaged me, probably just thinking of nothing else. I could kind of stay back and rescue you guys later, which is exactly what happened. So, I mean, he was, it's what guys like us do. We disappear
But-
and strike at opportunities.
Nomcath, would you have not taken the chance to alert Oberyn, who's right next to you, before you disappeared and hid in the woods? Perhaps wake him up and let him know he's about to be attacked?
It depends on the timing.
Well, Hearsick just said he saw them from far away.
Well, true.
Yes.
But, I mean, he's not used to working with us. He's more used to working alone, right?
This is
Obviously,
true.
This is the third time now, I believe, that we've been ambushed by something that he tells us about afterwards, that he already knew about them. Like, oh yes, I remember the wasp. Oh yes,
But
the
the
spider.
thing is, and you guys wouldn't know this because unfortunately you were already unconscious at the time. As soon as they put you all down, he contacted me. He did this little magical message thing and said, "Hey, are you there? What do you want to do?"
Yes.
Well,
If
honestly,
he wanted to take advantage of the situation, he wouldn't have reached out to me like that.
And I give you
Uh,
this. My initial not waking up Olgrin or anything of that was an initial reaction to working alone. And a temporary lapse in judgment that I will try to be better about in the future.
You seem to have a lot of those. Toby, did I get anything off of that sense of motive?
McGinnis, whatever the check you rolled, I cannot see it. It's private.
Oh.
Croctaw, your sense motive is that, I mean, Hirsig doesn't seem to be lying about what happened and what he did. He does seem to be uncomfortable being pressured to, work as part of a group. It does seem weird for him. I mean, like Namkath said, Namkath definitely has the solo scout mentality where he covers his own butt when he's on his own and is very careful because there's no one there to help him. And Hirsig seems like he's just done that for a long time, and he's a little put back by trying to think for a group.
And you are right about the wasps, and you are right about the pilgrims. But I did not know about these ladies. I promise. This was
Asuma,
crazy.
Asuma, have you ever seen Hirsik before today? Or heard of someone that looks like him?
She says Peter told me about him.
As I'll be honest, a theory's going through my head here that, Binox, he let some of us free because we agreed to bring him specimens. And I was wondering, perhaps Hirsik knew these people were going to come for us, abandoned us, let them take their specimens, and then reappeared as if he's innocent. Maybe that was him fulfilling his deal with Binox, kind of help lead specimens over this way and let us be taken so that Binox wouldn't come for him eventually.
She says, "Well, I can't tell you what was going through the man's mind, but I know that what was about to go through his mind was some bullets from my gun, so that was my introduction to him.
Yeah.
Beyond that, I don't
Yeah.
know. Peter says he
Yes.
he sold the devil man some drugs, and that's all I got out of Peter. But I just assumed, based on what what I heard he looked like, that he was with those other guys, those other city guys."
It's kind of a gray area.
Yeah.
She turns to
But,
Hirsik and says, "Are you with those guys?"
oh, the city. You are talking about the Technic League.
Yeah, a bunch of humans with tech stuff and armor, and they use magic, and they are not very good at operating in the wilds.
No.
He worked with them, yeah.
I
Isn't that right, Hirsik?
Yes, Hirsik worked with him on a contractor basis. He has since given up with the idea in pursuit of something much more profitable and long-lasting, like friendships and treasure.
Mostly treasure.
Hmm, there's a good deal of treasure. But yeah,
Still just for the profit motive, huh? That's why I never liked him to begin with. Namkath, he's here simply for money. He would betray us should it ever fill his pocket.
Unfortunately, it's not that uncommon of a thing. I mean, if I want to be kind of blunt and boil it all down, that's basically my whole family. We travel around, visit places, and try and make money. We like helping places out because it means in the long run we can make more money, but, making money is the big part of it.
You have no honor.
that I will concede, my friend. But
Honor doesn't get you fed.
Or
He's
keep
right.
you alive.
Oh, Takala's here.
Well, if it was my tribe, it would, because we'd kill you for not having it.
so honorable.
The more I hear about your people, the more I like her more. And I pointed over to the other Kasatha.
Don't try to get between us. I will not let you corrupt her.
Hey, I
She,
just state
she,
my opinion.
that's my little sister over there. All right, keep your paws off of her, Nomcat.
Well, it's not like I'm looking to date her. I mean, she's furless. Ugh.
Does have the fur around her at least. Here's like I don't know. Just let me know. I don't trust you. I will be watching you,
Okay.
and I might try to think of a way you can perhaps prove your loyalty to the group.
Totally thought I thought you were gonna say I might be thinking of a way for you to die.
Well,
Read,
the way to prove
reading
his
between
loyalty
the
might
lines.
take him to the brink of it. He might have to go to the brink to it. We have some traditions amongst my people that for traitors that they could harshly redeem themselves.
Yeah, pretty judgmental group, aren't you?
But if you find that, I will jump at the opportunity as long as it's not through too many hoofs, you know. We're
Well, the more you jump for people, the more they're gonna ask you to jump. Believe me, I know that.
that's but I will try to be more conscious next time. Honestly, it is really my underestimation of our Kasata friend here that they could get to you before I could do anything. That was my real mistake.
Ouch. I would have noticed, but Takala, his wretched smell was distracting me.
Whoa.
It's total bullshit, but just she felt hurt at you calling her out in front of the other Kasath and not being able to notice people coming up on her.
Mm,
Um,
was so sneaky.
Also, Oberon, I don't know why you feel so threatened by my what you call judgmentalness. You have nothing to fear. You have proven yourself to be an honorable and strong warrior. No need for
He
you to
doesn't
be
use
upset.
He doesn't use tech weapons. That's why. And in a stage whisper.
Oh boy.
And besides that power you have to, it seems like you can reverse time. No, I'm actually pretty interested in that. I would like you to teach me some more about that someday.
It's unteachable. I just had it from birth.
Wow.
Sorry.
Oh, damn.
I'm just
That's
made this
actually-
way.
Mental note:
Oh,
change
go ahead.
Aldrin's hype track to share if I could turn back time.
Definitely got to.
Wow.
Even if it's just the instrumental version to sort of kind of keep the.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Crocodile will lean back in her seat, just kind of keep one eye out of corner of her eye, keep ear sticking it through the night. Won't fall
It's a
asleep
collar.
until she feels like he's asleep first. That type of stuff.
I never sleep. I will.
Hey, Takala.
Yes, Nomcath.
I got to thinking on the way back here. If you're willing to work with me, a little bit every night, I think we can maybe train you so that if somebody was lucky enough to get a cord back there and plug in, you might be able to resist them.
That's a good idea. It's very unsettling to know that your control can be taken away from you like that.
Oh, trust me, I understand, but it's probably going to take a few weeks of us working on it. But I figure we can either do it before everyone beds down for the night, or I'll join you on your watch and we can kind of work on it then.
You know, I'm actually thankful to be able to get inside my head. There's been this feeling I've had since I've come into this valley. It's like I'm getting closer to the woman from my dreams.
I mean, I didn't see anything like that. All I'm really seeing is from the stuff they put in you. It's not like,
You can't read
Dream
my
Speaker.
thoughts?
No, not like Dream Speaker, who was like in our heads and could hear us, and we could hear her and such.
Useless. All right, but it would be nice to have control over myself again. You know, others have tried through magic, but it never works.
Yeah.
This, though, it's like a insidious cancer. I wish I could just cut it out.
Well, I mean, you probably could, but then you'd be in really bad shape.
Mm.
You think so? Can I borrow one of your daggers?
Oh boy.
I mean, he basically takes his finger. You'd have to cut all this out, and you have to cut all this out, and he's like tracing major muscles and all that sort of stuff. I got a not a great diagram, but a decent one of where it all is, and you'd basically be not much more than a vegetable.
Ulfric could patch me up. He always patches me up.
Not that timeline.
Yeah, we're talking about removing whole muscle groups. Like this whole muscle here and this here, pretty much tear off all the ligaments from here and here.
Mm.
Told you,
Stupid robot.
yeah, you might as well go join those androids.
That's enough out of you, penis head.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Went straight there.
Venting slurs.
He did say I smelled earlier.
You're half-orc, you always smell.
I had to make sure you're awake.
It's a manly musk.
It's a manly musk.
I developed it over many moons. That's why I fear water. It'll undo all my
I
hard
think you
work.
mean many suns, not many moons.
You fear water, yet you're like
Yeah,
diving
'cause you
head
did, you
first.
did go swimming the other day.
That was for a
And then
good cause. Killing a
Yeah.
sea creature.
Yeah.
All right, so
So this Binox guy, are we actually gonna do what he asked, or we're just gonna? He's tracking Numpeth. You said he's tracking Tokala, right?
I believe so. Yes, if I understand what it is. I mean, I'm no Eldrin. I don't. I kind of understand this stuff, but not completely. But I think there is something in him that's allowing him to be tracked. Yes. I don't know where it is or how to turn it off.
So we probably better do what we said we are gonna do. Huh? Otherwise, we could be ambushed.
Then he
by
might
those
send
people.
those androids or those robots after us again.
Yeah. Do you think we could take them if we were prepared for it? I don't know.
I missed most of the fight. All I know is between the time I first heard enough to start waking up and the time I rolled awake and got out of the way, it's like pretty much all the party was stunned and down.
I don't
I
like
think-
our odds.
Yeah, I think
And it
even
knocked
if we
me out
were
on
awake,
seconds.
Against the female,
yeah,
whatever the hell they were.
Yeah.
I think they're robots. I don't think they're full androids. Their movements are just a little jerky.
Well, I think if we were fully buffed, we'd have a good shot, but I don't know.
It would be it would have to be a masterful ambush, I think. Like a complete crippling death blow from the beginning.
I think if we take out their leader, we can deal with the rest of them.
Well, that's the
Well, they're all
problem.
controlled by the leader, right?
Well, they're all going to be there. I don't think we could take out the leader without facing them first.
You could.
Maybe? Even I was invisible and they were still swinging at me, and I got super lucky that I only got tagged like once.
What if we all got in there invisibly? And just lined up attacks on the leader?
It's hard to say. I do know those spears. They were searching. They were doing multiple ways of searching. I'm not sure how they were doing it. I don't know if they would have seen through the invisibility or not. I just know when they thought they detected me the first time and I went invisible, and then they searched the area and didn't find me, they started doing different kinds of searches. I don't know what it all means. Or...
Yeah, what would be the knowledge check, Toby, for figuring out what we know about their senses?
It'd be knowledge engineering, but you'd probably need more information than you have. They definitely were
Okay.
able to take some pretty focused attacks on Nam while he was invisible, so
I
they
guess
probably couldn't see him because invisibility does make you visually invisible, but they might have exceptional hearing or tremor sense or something like that.
we also won't be able to sneak in unless Tokala doesn't come with us, because they'll sense him coming with the tracker. I wonder
Isuma,
if
They put that thing in
Isuma
there.
says Isuma says they'll sense you coming, all of you, farther than that.
They've
What do you know about
explored-
this?
She says, I don't know how they got to be the way they are, and I'm grateful that they don't attack me, but the human female looking robots are some strange alteration of Binox. Binox is, or was, what's called a reclamation robot. It tears down damaged robots or repairs them, builds them into other ones. It sort of translates one piece of machinery into another. That's what they're supposed to do. Binox has developed a mind of his own, and he's quite insane. But he and his bots, especially now that you've negotiated a truce with them, are just not even the fifth most dangerous thing in this valley.
So he's a robot?
Binox?
Yeah.
The robot that captured you?
Well, I wasn't captured. I never saw him.
Yes.
I wasn't captured.
Oh, okay. Yeah, way to brag.
A humble brag. She says, Binox is a reclamation robot from Divinity. I may have even seen him when I was on board the ship all that time ago. He's very changed.
There goes that idea. There goes that idea then.
I have another idea. We saw one of the creatures he wanted was staked out in front of the cave, right, Asuma?
I killed that.
Right. So
That
if
is
I
a
can see,
that is a Dominion. That's one of them.
Could I could try to. I haven't tried yet, but maybe I could wild shape into one of those, and then you guys take me in as if you captured me, and then blindside him and attack him. And even if it backfires, he can't operate on me anyways because I'll just wild shape back into a Kasab.
She says I don't understand why you're focused on Binox, the Dominion, the fungi, the river serpent is more of a problem than he and his robots. They're a safe haven for me, have been for years. If you take them out, I'll have nowhere to hide from the Dominion in this valley.
I guess I just don't like that he's tracking us. But I see your point.
There's more than just him tracking us.
Suds, we did make an agreement with him, and as a dwarf, I should say that we should honor all agreements we make.
Yeah, I kind of thinking the same because I don't think I want them coming and, repossessing us for lack of payment. I don't like the idea of leaving robots running around and completely destroyed my idea. I was thinking of now that I know he's a robot, but I'd say.
She says
Go ahead.
Binox and his minions are one of the few things that give the Dominion pause around here. That's part of the reason I stay near them. Obviously, they don't attack me, which I'm truly sorry what they did to you, but I don't think they'll do it again. I think they'll honor their bargain.
Unless we take too long in fulfilling it.
Possibly, but depends on what your next move is. She looks around at all of you.
There was a godfish. We were thinking about going after him. Just kidding.
We've already kind of encountered the river serpent and made it run. What about these fungus things you're talking about?
They are well, you've seen the trees. The demon trees.
Oh god, yes.
Those demon trees are their pets.
So They're worse than the demon trees?
They're allied with them. They also view us as food. I suppose the only saving grace of the fungus is that they don't get along with the Dominion, but they also don't make alliances. I tried. They nearly killed me. I pretty sure they have killed all of your city friends, she says, looking at Hirsik. I don't think the Dominion even got to them.
That is, in context, pretty good to hear, probably, for these guys.
I mean, that might be something interesting to check out, just because we might be able to find out what the Technic League is after here.
I will have to agree. What did they think was so valuable?
You saying that out loud, Tokala?
Yeah.
Isuma
Sorry,
looks
I didn't
at
want to
you.
interrupt them.
No, you're okay.
What'd
Isuma
he say?
looks at you. He says, I need to go ahead, Tokala.
I need to search for Cassandra. I can sense her in this valley very strongly. And
Isuma looks
you won't
startled and looks at you and says, I know that name.
You do. We've only, I think we read it somewhere.
We found her body.
Yeah. I think it was in her journal that her name was written.
Yeah.
Before that, though, I know that I had a dream about her. Didn't Alfred too? Someone else did, I think. But yeah, I had a dream about her before we ever found the body, but we also found the journal, and yeah.
Izuma says, when I was a captive of the Dominion, they violated my mind every day, and they kept my tormentor, one of their little monsters who wears the skin of a great lizard. He, over and over again, asked me about that name, and I knew nothing. And he knew that I knew nothing, and kept asking me anyway. But they desperately want to know about that name.
So they know something.
They want to know what I knew of a woman named Cassandra. And she kind of squints, closes her, and thinks real hard. She says, they described her, they asked if I was the only disembodied, or if Cassandra was the only disembodied organic. But I had no answers, so they just tortured me more. Maybe she was a prisoner too, but I never saw her.
Disembodied organic? You mean a ghost?
I don't know what they mean. The Dominion feed on memories, fears, emotions. They essentially just eat other people's minds and absorb them into their own. I know that much from the Andrafa.
Well, I mean, Cassandra was an android. We found her body, like, quite a ways from here. Let me show you something. And I pull out Cassandra's data pad with the map
Ah,
and show it to her. And
okay.
let me guess, this mark here on the west side, that's about where the Dominion is.
On the west side, where are you pinging?
I'm looking at the item I have in my uh my inventory, the map that's there.
Oh, okay. It should be the same as this one we're looking at now.
Not quite. This is more all of Numeria, kind of.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, your Numerian map. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
My bad. I misunderstood. Let me pull up our Numerian map. Boop. So you can just ping where you need to. Let me give you guys some
Try,
fresh
since
tokens.
it doesn't translate exactly the same.
Gotcha.
So that's that map. Okay, that's there. That's oops. Are you trying to pull it up? Look at it.
Oh, you have a different one. Here, I'll take a look at the data pad real quick. I've forgotten what that. It's Annalise data pad. Oh shit, that weird ass map with the timestamps.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I think it's like about here.
Okay. And you're
'Cause
asking
this is-
her.
That's the pad that brought us to the Scar of the Spider.
She's reading the text of it. You could tell that she reads Androphin.
She said she did.
She says, "What is this poem, faithful son?"
We think it's about him, and points to Takala.
Hello.
She says, "It sounds familiar,
Hello.
but I don't know where I've heard it." She says, "Yeah, you're in the Scar of the Spider. You guys have this map too, though, don't you?"
Yeah, we've got that map.
She says, "I have at least some idea of where most of the enemy strongholds are." She looks at your map, and you guys have marked the penitent pilgrims, Peter, dead robot. She says, Isuma says, "There's two of those. I meant to get both of them, but I only got one." And
We think at least one of those was traveling outside of the valley here.
Yes, they traveled down to some town and returned with orc captives. I unfortunately, when I destroyed that robot, I didn't know they had captives. I meant to catch them on their way out. So I inadvertently killed many of their captives along with the robot.
Yeah, that town's no more.
She says it wasn't their first trip or their only trip, and I have since seen the people they took from that town. They have been inhabited.
So
Wait, what town is this?
the
You guys call it Kura Town. Asuma doesn't
Yeah.
actually know the name of it.
Kura Town, the orc encampment or fortress that we found Hirsikat.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's been a while. So I mean, how we're sidetracking a little bit. How long has it been since they were started making those runs?
They have only had use of those robots for the last probably 5 or 6 months. I've been looking for a way to catch them or trap them, and there's only a few places where they use the same path over and over again. So I set up some explosives there, and I got one of them. But
Yeah.
the Dominion has... The Andrafa are really good with technology, with medical technology or laser pistol or things like that. And seems like some of you are good with magic, so you understand that. And my people, she looks at Croctaw. We understand magic and nature magic specifically. To the Dominion, it's all the same. They tear people apart and tear machines apart and build whatever they need out of those parts and eat the leftovers. It's all just one thing to them. So somehow they recovered those robots and made them their own, inhabited them in some new weird way. And, well, like I said, I took one of them from them. But they were using them to harvest brains of nearby creatures.
We noticed there was rarely anybody left behind. All right, so what else do you know about this valley then?
Quite a bit. She looks at your map and she says, "Yeah, wasps. Wasps can be bad, but sometimes you can reason with them. Spiders, the spiders that get into these caves, you can't reason with them. They basically get high on some weird kind of fungus drug in there, and then there's no talking anymore. So watch out for that." She points down here on the south side of the river. There's another wasp hive there, so be careful of that. There's more drugged out spiders up here in the north. She says this peninsula has some ruins that are haunted by something. I don't know what, but even the Dominion kind of ignores it, cruises around it, and I don't feel safe there either. There is on the west side of the lake and the furthest west end of the valley, there is a giant pile of meat.
Whoa.
What?
Didn't expect that.
What?
Like just rotting meat, or
Yes. Stinking, rotting meat, flesh, bone, tendons. It's
all one
dying
creature, or just
it's yes, it's dying or dead. But
How giant is it?
several 100 feet across.
oh,
How tall?
50 to 60 feet high at the largest, lumpiest parts. Part of it's in the lake.
That is so weird.
You guys, this shit's gonna get just real weird from here on out. Kind of warn you. So far, you've had like zombies and robots, but now we're getting into the weird shit.
we're the second half of the we're the second half of the first part of the second half.
Yeah.
This is where shit gets weird.
We're into the meat piles.
And she says there's more spiders up here in the northwest. She says the Dominion hive that she escaped from is way over here on the far west. She says there's more spiders down here in the southern valley. This valley is largely controlled by the fungus. She says there's more of your favorite demon trees down here. There's more wasps down here in the southwestern valley. Demon trees in the southwestern valley. Let me make them visible. They're hard to see anyway. She says, and then the fungal monsters, they have a stronghold too, down in the far southwest. I think that's where your city folk met their end.
So this is just a valley of horrible death and destruction.
Yeah. She says, and
Yeah.
under Binox's nose is the safest place. Or Peter.
Wow.
Most of these creatures
Hey, fix
ignore
Peter,
Peter.
by the way. Well,
Peter,
You picked the
fucking-
shittiest place to live.
Peter, the fucking Tom Bombadil of this fucked up
No
world, where he
shit.
just like
Thank you for that reference. That's great.
That's not far off. They kind of think he's harmless / can't find him half the time. So he has a weird type of immunity.
we fixed Peter, or Alfred did.
She says that's incredible. I
Yeah,
need to go talk to him. He never makes a lick of sense. Sometimes I'm not sure if he remembers that we even spoke.
he remembers. He told us about you.
He sells magic shit, so enjoy that. Him and Crocta have a good old time eating it.
Josh, you just got a hair trigger since your foundry troubles today.
No, I just reset I just went back through the settings and it's just not saving it.
Ah, damn it. All right.
So Foundry has fucked up somewhere.
Okay, good times.
Suma, surely you like the deer poop, right?
The
Right?
poop?
The deer shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
She says, "Oh yeah, I've
Deer
tried
shit.
everything Peter's got. It's interesting.
Yeah, good stuff, right?
Yeah, some of it's quite nice."
Yeah, they all judge me for it.
No, he's very talented. He understands, the value of different substances, and he,
Even shit.
quite savvy.
So, in what I'm hearing, the bad guys in the west are what we need to fuck with, take care of, not Binox.
She says, "Well, you
Izuma's-
must do what you must do, but I will somehow rid this world of the Dominion.
I side with my sister.
The fungus are
we-
bad enough too, but
We came here to find what Cassandra Lee left behind, did we not?
Yeah.
So where the hell's that? Let's go get it.
Well,
Are
if
there any gigantic meat piles in your dreams, Togala?
No, but I'm curious about the haunted area because As our friend here was saying, the disembodied organic person. Like I said, that sounds like a ghost.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Mm.
And
And
I
it's
think we
on the
should look.
way.
Mhm.
And I think we should look other places first for Cassandra Lee, then the Dominion Hive, since they were asking about her.
I do not look forward to fighting those things. They were
No.
rubbery, and everything I threw at them bounced off.
Yeah, well, let's go to the haunted place tomorrow then.
Yeah, I mean, we did pretty good at the last haunted place we went to. Oh no, wait, the last haunted. I'm misremembering some other places. Okay, the first haunted place we went to.
Yeah, me and ghosts, we don't always see eye to eye.
Well, you got to stay in the protection circle. That's just what we learned. You just got to stay in the circle.
Right.
I should prepare some of those. So should you, Alfred.
Yeah, what's good for ghosts? I don't think I've encountered too many in my time. Would a
Magic
rock
missile?
work against a ghost? Can I throw a
No,
rock at it?
no. A rock will not work.
I was
They're
thinking
incorporeal. If you can't hit it physically, you're pretty much effed.
they like sex scenes with Demi Moore.
We find that talking works the best.
That's true. You have
So-
defeated a ghost with talking.
Yep. That's what I was thinking about when I was thinking haunted places. I had completely forgotten about Zoud. You know, PTSD.
Yeah, I was thinking about
Forgot
Zoud.
it.
I was too.
I
Yeah.
was thinking about Zoud possessing McGinnis and murdering the fuck out of the party.
I was so done with that tower. I've completely wiped it from my memory.
See, I promised you guys no more towers, and look, here we are in the woods for months.
Yes, but you know, we're making progress.
Yeah.
And what do we see looming above the trees? Another fucking tower.
Shh.
Shh.
Yeah, the Minion Hive is just another tower by a different name.
No, see, you guys were like, no towers, no old wizard ghost bullshit. I was like, okay, totally different direction. Giant pile of meat.
To be
Oh,
fair, if that's like a dungeon, I'm totally down for the meat pile.
You may have your wish granted.
You know, just what I'm gonna do to call it is grease you up and just let you slide through it and do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
I was
Well-
looking at the recording that Cassandra Lee made, and it references a cave. She said she put her neurocam hidden in a cave out here somewhere. So maybe we just need to start checking these caves out.
The ones with all the spiders.
Well, I'm afraid so. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's do some spider caves. Hell yeah.
Are there any
Bro.
caves in the haunted area?
Nope. It's
Assume-
what about the wasps? Do they make their hives in caves too?
they make an area into a honeycomb of caves, like a maze.
Is the Dominion Hive in a cave? God forbid.
Yes.
There you go.
I feel like they would have found it if it was in their cave.
Yeah. They were looking for Cassandra Lee. It'd be kind of awkward if it was there the whole time.
Well, maybe they're looking for her because they found it and they wanted to know who it belonged to.
Azuma's hiding right under, one of her enemy's nose, so hide shit in front of your enemy's nose. I don't know.
Or it may be that they don't know what it is.
Maybe.
I mean, and Namkath pulls out that glowing crystal that we use to disable
Hellion?
It's like, I mean, this is just a crystal. If we didn't know what it had been used for, I could drop this somewhere and somebody could come along and say, oh, this would look pretty in a piece of jewelry and start cutting it up.
Maybe we
Asuma,
shove that up the minion's ass and that does something. I don't know.
Asuma says that's Androphin tech for sure.
Yeah, well, we know that now, but if you didn't think back before you met the Androphin and I handed you this, would you think it was something special or just a piece of crystal you might want to cut into some jewelry?
Of course, no. I wouldn't have any idea, but I have seen them use those.
Yeah. The Dominion, it may be the same thing with whatever that Cassandra Lee left behind. Maybe just the Dominion don't recognize it for what it is because they don't know what it is.
My gut tells me we're gonna have to face them one way or the other.
Oh, for
I think
sure.
so too. But and honestly, this is gonna sound weird, but it seems like whenever we take the time to kind of look around, we usually find things that help us out in the end, you know? Trying not to metagame, exploring the whole map.
Well, I'm certainly willing to take a look at this haunted place because it's on the way. But I think our destiny lie confronting these Dominion fuckers, giving them a little payback for the dark thoughts they put in your mind.
I agree with that. I just don't know if we should do them first or check out the fungus people. Because, I mean, we know we're going to cross paths with the Technic League at some point, and if we could figure out what they were looking for here, that might give us an edge and something.
I need to know. Wait a sec. Are we still going to the haunted place?
Yeah, that's definitely next.
Okay.
It's right there.
You
You know,
can't
a couple
spell
days away.
fungus without fun.
Wow.
Feels
May-
bad.
Maybe hit the meat pile on the way. I mean, it is on the way.
I gotta admit, I'm mighty curious.
Me too. And the only thing I can think of is maybe that's, you know what? I bet you it's that godfish that
That's what I was thinking.
Krakta mentioned.
Yeah, maybe it like flopped up on the land and it's dying. But it wasn't that big.
Do you remember the skin creatures that we came across in that one place?
Oh yeah. I mean, I
What?
don't. But
They
yeah,
were they were some kind of blobs that were supposed to be like android skin that just never got put onto an android.
Oh, the things that came out of the pipes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well,
This
that
is
was
like
gross stuff.
a big ball of that.
Oh, I hope not.
You know, piece of technology gone wrong.
Well, maybe, but that'd be one hell of a big piece of technology.
A printer that just keeps printing.
It's a 3D printer gone mad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, what am I talking about? Oh, the tech in my head.
Oh yeah, did you guys want to do some mind resistance practice?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I figured what I would do is basically put the VR helmet on, plug in, figure out how to get some muscle control, and just do something simple like, okay, I'm gonna raise your hand, don't let me raise your hand, and just keep doing that. And then once he has control of that, which I figure will be days or weeks from now, it's like, okay, I want you to start not letting me in whenever I try and come in, and basically progress kind of that way.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to do. So you're gonna hook up the VR, and you said, Takala, you said you wanted a download of that map. Did you mean in your head, or as a player you want to see that map?
No, I was meaning in my head.
Okay.
Wow.
I mean, might as well.
Embracing it already.
Might as well, you know.
One slippery step there, buddy.
Do I wait? Was Beowulf a digital thing, or was that?
It's an actual book, but
Oh, okay, no mind. Because it would be funny
It's
to
a
just
poem.
start quoting Beowulf. Maybe later.
If you do that, that's such badass.
But only if he does it in the original, whatever original language was.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? It was pretty like 10th century shit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
like pre-English.
Old Norse.
Norse, yeah.
don't have that. Okay. All right. Well,
all nervous about ghosts, guys. I mean,
Who knows Androffin in this party? Sorry, I cut you off, Karkov.
I do.
oh, that's okay.
I know Androffin.
Begin
Okay.
to.
Okay, could both of you teach me Androffin when we got
Yeah.
time? Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, I got a few. Few phrases I can teach you. Few
Somehow
pickup
he,
lines.
somehow he only knows the cuss words.
Assume it's like too, right?
What else do you need? I mean,
Those are the first words you learn in any new language.
that's right.
Who is your
Get the hell-
daddy and what does he do?
Who's your daddy? Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna go look into Kala's brain real quick.
Yep.
Sure.
You're sure? You sure you want to go in there?
Yep.
You
Yep,
put on the
I've been
VR
in there
helmet. You
already.
connect the cable. Okay. Yeah, but have you been?
Unless he got wirelessly updated since the last time I was in there.
Well, last
Only
time I
Eldred was
wasn't
around,
quite.
Probably could have done that.
Last time I wasn't quite ready for you to enter the mind of.
I mean,
the
it's just
madman.
all orc porn anyway. We all know that.
But this time I've sort of prepared some visuals to go with.
Oh, nice.
He wasn't expecting the VR helmet I've been carrying around.
I forgot.
That was pretty badass. Yeah.
Early in book one. And then if you need to check my inventory, I actually have a universal adapter cable that I picked up from somewhere too. So.
Kala's brain is amazing.
Jesus.
You are standing
Hell yeah.
in an imaginary realm in Tokala's brain where you hear heavy metal music and you see angry faces frozen in pure rage, like red-faced veins popping out, exaltation of battle. You see huge towering vats of soothe sloshing back and forth, glowing and pulsing with different colors. You see an entire sofa made of weed. You see a giant mountain with a greatsword stabbed into the center of it, bursting fire, spraying across the sky. Welcome to the mind of Tokala.
Welcome.
Takala, I think you got an update since last time I was here.
I think
It looks
I
like he's
think I'm-
interfaced with the data jack
Yeah,
a
I was
little
gonna
more.
say, I think I'm really starting to embrace this stuff.
You did click no on the subscription, right?
Oh no. He clicked accept to the iTunes agreement without reading it. So this is what his
Without
brain
reading
looks
a
like now.
word.
There's so many pop-ups.
Oh.
Those cookies are just.
Why do I see 20 web browser toolbars?
Cookies running a train on his nervous system right now. And he's just
Booting.
being integrated.
Yep. And you notice there's just lots of Androffin text everywhere that Tokala himself cannot read.
But I can. So.
Gibberish.
All right,
Not
so-
important anyway.
Okay, so you, Tokala, you can go ahead and... Actually, Namkath, let's go ahead and have you roll... Let's actually have you roll your melee attack. Okay, Tokala, make us a will save. Wow, first try. Namkath, you try to assert control over his mind and change some settings he doesn't like, and you're instantly kicked out.
Oh, that was pretty good.
It's strange. I hate this stuff, and yet it is like a duck to water, a fish to water. What's the saying?
Like a fish in shit.
It's like I've only recently experienced water, but it's like that.
It's like turning a chainsaw on in water. Just
It's
natural.
so natural.
Like a pig down a slip and slide.
right, well, we can practice that a few times, and you'll get the feel for it, and maybe that way, if anybody tries to use that, you'll be able to kick them out.
Okay. The next morning, we'll still use Croctaw as our travel token. Although Asuma says she will guide you if you're certain you want to go to the haunted area, she'll take you there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring on Ghost Boy.
Okay.
How many movements can we get?
You are not tracking anyone, so you can go 4 hexes.
Oh, before I forget, Toby, will you give me that Androphen in linguistics? I
Sure.
was going
Sure.
pre-borrow.
I shall put it in there. Let's see. Plenty of people to teach it to you, and a point of linguistics. You've got it. Okay. You guys rest for the night. You are a few miles away from the river. You've come to the southern end of this valley, the valley where Binox and Isuma lived and where the demon trees were, and you're about to head west into a region you haven't gone into very much. The night passes peacefully. That morning you wake up and you have a decision to make, I suppose, whether you're going to cross the river here and go up past the wasps, or Izuma says there's less things to harass you along the mountains to the north of you and then cross the river there, but you're more likely to. If we go during the day, she says we shouldn't attract too many fish.
Well, we already hurt the one that was there.
Did you? One of the big
Yeah.
ones?
Yeah.
Wait, there's more than one big one?
She says, I assume so. Or maybe that thing travels fast. Maybe one that travels incredibly quickly, but I see them no matter where I am in this valley. There's some evidence of that creature's dominance. Nothing goes in the water around here.
Takala did. And made it run.
It's impressive.
Yeah. He had the journey to the
Yes.
middle.
Since we started this journey together, I have become quite the swimmer.
Oh, yeah. After everybody nearly drowned 12 times at the start of the campaign.
Yeah.
Which somebody got stuck in that tube. You guys are like level 2 or 3, just flat stuck in there. I forget who it was. Maybe it was Skaith Fighter. Those are good times. Also, Azuma warns you that farther west you go, the more caution you have to employ about signs of your passing you leave. And she says if you go really far up in the valley, it helps to have some mental protections. She says pretty much this line, the haunted area is only about 2 miles west of us, but about 4 miles west of us, almost 4 miles west of us, is where she notices the Dominion activity picks up a lot.
Gotta be longer than that if we can only go 3 or 4 of these square things.
Oh yeah, I think the scale is off.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's have 4 squares. What you want to do? Cross the river here or cross the river up here?
I say we cross the river up there.
Okay.
Sorry, could you point it out again for me? I was looking at my spells and picking spells.
I think this spot is. You guys aren't really afraid of the river, so.
No. Well, the only question: do we have room for her on the boat?
I'm gonna see if I can fix that scale problem. It's supposed to be miles. That's probably a bit too much. I'll look at it later. On the boat. Does she fit on the boat?
We're not worried about Crocodile. She'll fly.
Big ass boat.
She's
totally...
super light, isn't she?
Actually, you notice that she looks at the boat a little unsure, and she says, "Okay, I'll try this."
we've used it several times. I mean, we basically only use it to cross the rivers. We don't like go along the river. It's so far it's been faster and safer to
See,
walk.
I see. All right.
Imagine how much harder this map would be if we hadn't have kept this.
Yeah, you guys were close to selling it at one point, and I was like, oh,
We tried
no.
once and we failed, and then we just kind of held on to it. Oh, we'll sell it
I
again
don't-
at some point.
I don't think I made you fail because I remember thinking, well, if they sell the boat, they sell the boat, and it just totally changes the Scar of the Spider. It'll suck
Yeah.
more. But
So many swim checks.
yeah, I was like, oh my God.
So many people drowning.
I
We
remember
got
thinking
airlock.
they're going to sell that boat and then have to do fuckloads of swim checks and hate me for swim checks again. This campaign was all swim checks for a while. Okay, you guys cross the river. It's not going to be a problem today. It's daytime and you guys are badasses. The fish are scared of your inflatable raft of doom. And you guys will reach, let's see. Yeah, we might as well move all of you. Let's do this. You'll get there today. Okay. You could press on into what Azuma says is the haunted area by nightfall, or you could wait until the day.
So it's not just like a building; it's like a whole area that's haunted.
She says there is a ruined building. It's very old. There's not much to it. I've seen it from afar, but there are some sort of spirits there. Not Dominion, something else.
And they range out quite far.
I get uneasy. And when I'm on my own out here, uneasy means stop, turn around.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead and pass on the nighttime incursion into the haunted.
Oh, listen
yeah,
to
that's what I'm
this.
saying. Maybe we get to the edge, kind of close to the edge of the area where you would start getting
You
uneasy.
I
camp
mean,
inside the ruins.
A dominated McGinnis just shooting us in the back of the head while we're sleeping? What's not fun about that?
I mean, Hirsik almost did it anyways without being dominated.
Whoa.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Oberon,
Listen to his silence. He's guilty.
Yeah.
roll me a perception check. Yeah. You notice your fancy new wayfinder is no longer pointing west northwest.
Where's it pointing?
More like north northwest.
Where we're headed?
Yeah.
I think these spirits got something to do with this gear we found, guys.
All right.
It's pointing to where, and I kind of gesture. Is this where the meat pile is?
No. Meat pile's far to the west.
Okay.
Yeah.
But this is direction of the ruins?
Correct.
Yeah, this is getting me more interesting. I don't know what to make of that, but I don't suggest we go there at night. I'm with
Alfred,
McGinnis on
you
this
said
one.
you read the journal.
Yeah,
Did you want to share with
There's-
the others what's in the journal?
yeah. It looked like she was tracking down her lover, who was convicted of multiple murders in Alkenstar and fled. She's had been traveling for 6 months trying to track him down. And there's also something about entries. Last week of entries is about this the scar of the spider.
So Alfred's had been, had his nose in this romance novel of a journal for quite a while.
Now this is a book.
Was there anything in there about fire waifu?
You think it might make a nice? Honestly, it could be spruced up into a romantic novel rather easily. The story is of Mara Kale, which is the name of a famous Pathfinder, of which this game gets its name. And Pathfinders are historians. They document historical or archaeological things. They're just sort of uh, writers and travel the world, writing down everything they see and hear to collect knowledge about the world. And she was a fairly well respected one who disappeared somewhere around in here, and now you know why.
There's what it says about it.
Oh, yeah, it's in chat. Well used journal detailing the travels of Mara Kale, Pathfinder of Alkenstar, which is a town far to the south. She traveled to Numeria in search of her lover Nemgetter Jans. Jans was convicted of multiple murders in Alkenstar and fled the law, leaving Mara behind. If you're not from Numeria, you can roll knowledge local. McGinnis.
Crocta?
Yeah, you don't have much chance of
No,
knowing
just
this.
kidding.
If you're someone
Where's
who's
that?
been to the south.
Hey, I'm not from Numeria, though.
Hearsay might, maybe.
That's true. Hearsay might also. Nope.
You rolled horribly.
Oh,
Hearsay.
very sad.
I've never heard of him. You can't be that good. So, she traveled for 6 months, tracking him town to town. The last week of entries describes a beautiful river valley infested with spiders and strange flying black monsters with long tentacles that tried to breach her mind and consume her nightmares. And she was found dead just outside Binox's cave. Yeah. Okay. So you guys set up Le Camp. The usual watches, which I remember perfectly since they are detailed here on the campsite map.
Yep.
You notice that Asuma doesn't really have a bedroll. She sort of pulls the cloak of her animal hide armor around her, leans up against something, and has her back to a stone or a big tree trunk, and seems to wake up and look around a lot.
I offer some, like I grow some plants. It's like a cushy makeshift plant bed, and offer her that to sleep on.
Very kind. You can tell, since you're a druid, that she's actually using a spell that sharpens her senses at night, makes her aware of sounds and smells she would normally overlook, and retain the ability to detect threats even while soundly asleep.
It's an interesting spell. I should probably use it, huh? Well, you've got it.
Required if you're going to live in a place like this alone.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, I mean, I totally get being on edge all the time, being on alone and stuff, but if you want to relax a little bit while you're here with the group and actually get a good night's sleep, we wouldn't mind.
She says, I thank you for the offer, but I cannot.
All right. I didn't think so, but I thought I'd offer.
She says, I am too far afield of comfort. Well, the night passes peacefully. And in the morning, you guys can travel into the area if you wish.
Into the haunted lands.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see, you're coming during the day. Do this.
Because we're smart. Not going to
Because you're
haunted
so
areas at night.
smart. So smart.
Maybe these are nocturnal ghosts, though, so daytime
Maybe.
is like the night for them.
Yeah, maybe. You never know. Okay. Let's see. All right. How do we approach the site?
Well, if you want, Me and Hersik could go ahead and
That did it,
do
Josh.
some
It worked.
scouting. Or we could send Croctaw flying in as usual.
I say we just walk in. We have our magic circles.
Yeah, but it's always a good idea to know what's there first, you know?
What if Hirsic gets possessed though while you're in there?
Oh,
Just you and him.
that
I think I could
tragic.
take him.
Who has the weaker mind?
Uh,
Let's send McGinnis.
thinking competition right now. You.
McGinnis basically begs to get possessed every time. He is wide open to it.
That only happened once, maybe twice.
Twice.
And the other time was confusion spell, yeah.
What can I say? I'm a sucker for a good story. Even if that story is, hey, shoot your friends.
We should disarm him before we go in. He's
Not-
completely useless without his guns.
I think he stole one of your kills once with a knife.
I
Who
do
hasn't?
remember that. Who hasn't stolen a kill from me?
Me, because you kill it before I get into position so I can stab it.
All I want is glorious battle, but every damn time.
All right, so
So-
are we scouting ahead, or are we just going in and forth?
Crocta, I don't want to go ahead of Hirsic actually, so
Yeah.
Nomcath and
Do it.
Hirsic, if you
Yeah.
want to go,
So
I'll ride behind you.
No, metagame wise, I just checked, and Hearsick has a weaker will save than McGinnis does. So here's my bluff check to make it not seem that way.
Nice.
Oh yeah, totally confident.
No,
Totally.
I could take those ghosts. Yeah, no, they're not getting it here. No.
Alfred,
twice.
you think he's quite confident. He suggested he has a lot of experience resisting mind control, and you're like, okay, this guy seems confident, strong.
Ooh.
Well, he is a
Oh,
mercenary, so he's
Croctaw, you
used to
don't think he
dealing
really
with a bunch
knows
of
what
different
he's
stuff.
talking about?
Yeah, he's full of shit, guys. You can't trust anything he's saying. I've been telling you this whole time. He's
you
a horrible,
always say
horrible
that.
person.
well,
All right, then everyone get in the circle.
I get in this circle.
Yeah, let's do it.
I get in the circle.
Wait, so should I get in the circle too, or do I fly both?
I mean,
I have
How weak is your
amazing-
mind?
have we
It's
ever heard of a
amazing.
ghost possessing a bird?
Sometimes, yes, actually. There is a tale in my tribe about the crazy demon possessed bird.
I feel like you make these things up on the spot.
No, never. That would get me outcast. Alright, I guess I'll stay with you guys.
Get in the circle.
All right.
Are we doing 2 circles? Because I don't think all of us will fit in 1 circle.
Yeah,
How big
can
is this
Tokala
thing?
do a circle?
For
It's a
show.
10-foot radius, I think.
There you go.
Yeah.
Alright.
Nomcath, what circle are you in? Because I'll be in the same circle with you.
So, okay. I'd probably be in Takala's circle because I tend to tag team with him to try and get
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, one of my first moves is always to make you invisible, so
Yep.
I'll stick with you.
I will go in here 6 circle.
Duh.
Isuma, without saying much, skitters off into the rocks to the right and gets an elevated position and lays down flat and pretty well disappears amongst the rocks with her rifle, looking down the scope.
Alright, let's start going forward then.
Olbren, you're sticking with Ulfred? Who's your circle buddy? Everybody's got to have a circle
Yeah.
buddy. Okay.
I'm sticking wherever Namcath is. So
I'll stay up there.
Harrison, you
Over
missed
in
them in the choking tower. They got. I made them be really strict about being in the circle. If they ever stepped out, I was like, here
there
comes the
was
mind control.
one time
Traumatized.
there was
Oh
one
no.
time we got into an argument because I had said ahead of time, "Hey, I'm just moving my token to go
Yes, yeah,
remember what's in this crate,"
yeah. No, there
and he didn't
were.
hear it.
That's true. There were multiple in character arguments. There were multiple player GM arguments. We were serious about it. It's
lots
like
of arguments, and then a lot of people shot by
it's like
McGinnis. That's
it's like
Yeah.
it's like Zoud's favorite thing
Mm.
to do, though. It's like his
Then we
favorite.
still
Put
set off the
McGinnis in
trap.
both circles.
yeah, we did.
The bad guy was like, "Why would I get shot at, have my spells resisted, etc., when I could just mind control your gunslinger? Everybody wins." By everybody, he meant himself. Also, I think McGinnis is AFK. Who's his circle buddy supposed to be?
He's sticking with
Sorry,
Alfred.
I'm here. I'm gonna be right behind
Okay.
the dwarf.
All right. Well, after the choking tower incidents, I'm going to trust you guys to stay with your circle buddy.
Roger.
And if you're ever leaving your circle buddy, you're going to have to tell me. Okay. Oberon, perception roll, Alfred McGinnis. You can see it from where you are. There is a ruined structure up here. It looks like it was actually a brick foundation with wooden planks that have completely rotted out of the center. There's just not much left. This might have been a nice looking cabin a long time ago, but the weather has just done it in. All that's left is sort of the front step stones with a pillar on either side. Again, probably a big heavy door was there, but there's none now. You can still see a lot of the chimney is left. It was well bricked, not dwarven level brick building, but pretty good. And the four corners of this place are still standing. And you can see there's kind of a lot of rotted wood debris on the inside of it. And it's now down here by the beach. Whoever built it wanted to live on the river shore, and you can even see an old rotted boat over on the sand near the water.
Not a lot here.
Mm.
Maybe
Perhaps, perhaps we need to do a séance.
Oberon and Ulfred will be the first to notice that there is a just desiccated corpse in the ruins.
Mm.
Looks like a humanoid, human-sized.
There's something dead in there. That's
Yep.
probably where we need to start.
The
Bleh.
those
And you can see that this person has a pistol that is laying across their lap with their bony arms clutching it. They have a armored shirt on and a absolutely rotted. The bullets are laying in the sand inside their rib cage because the bandolier in their clothing and their flesh is all rotted away from time.
What's my detect magic thing, Tobis?
Probably DETM.
Explosive bullet is technically a small rocket-powered grenade. This is a pistol that fires rocket-powered grenades.
Yep. The
Here you go, McGinnis. Another pistol.
let me bring it back here. Yeah, this Oberon, this radiates a little abjuration, which is like what a +1 longsword would radiate. Enchantment was used to create this weapon, but there's not any active spells or anything on it.
It slightly radiates, but maybe McGinnis, you can tell what it does better than I can. But it's got some magic in it.
Well, there's enough knowledge engineering in the party to identify it, no problem. It is called the MGAE Bouncer. It is a prototype revolver designed to fire explosive shells. Cartridges detonate on impact in a small radius with a thundering boom. Nearby flammable objects are often ignited. Due to its enchanted barrel, it strikes as a +2 magic weapon. It is a heavy fucking revolver. It's 5 pounds. And this person also had a mithril shirt, which is nice armor. And then there's a few bullets for this gun. It takes specialized ammo, particularly crafted for it. Um, each bullet weighs like a quarter pound. They're heavy. And it's technically a small rocket propelled grenade. Expensive and difficult to craft, it packs a punch and can only safely be fired by specific platforms, such as the bouncer.
What kind of damage we talking here?
The bouncer, let's see. It's exotic. Its range increments only 40. It does impact in a 10-foot radius. It crits on a 20, does double. It's really not a very accurate weapon. But when you hit somebody with it, it does the initial target takes D10 piercing, D6 fire, D6 bludgeoning, and D6 sonic. It also blasts their eardrums.
Sweet
Okay.
Lord.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
And they get a reflex save that largely goes against the shooter's skill to take half.
And then in the radius, they take that as well, or lesser version of that?
No, the primary target actually doesn't get a save. The surrounding targets get the reflex save.
Okay, gotcha. Well,
They'll get the 3D. They'll get the 3D6, but not the D10 piercing, right?
No, they get that too because there's shrapnel.
Oh damn!
Mhm.
Well, looks like a lot of fun. I don't know there, Nomcath. You want to hold on to this ice pistol for a little while?
Oh yeah, I could do that.
Cool.
I mean, I probably won't use it, but unless we come across something that actually is like super super vulnerable to it, but
I'm just kind of running out of holsters.
that's fine. I'll take it.
Croctot disappointed.
You could definitely take the mithril shirt. I mean, that's worth some money.
Yep.
You want to grab that, Alfred? Might want to grab the rest of the bullets, make it you only got one.
Looks like there's also some money.
That's all I need.
Yep. There's also some scattered coinage underneath this corpse.
Yep.
It's possible to tell what happened to the corpse.
Yeah. Roll me a heal check, somebody. I'll assume Alfred's the primary, so that's 18, 20. Alfred, this person took bullet fragments to the inside of their spine between the rib cage and hips, probably gut shot, and looks like they probably had a long, slow death here, clutching their gun. And there's no fragments in their spine. It looks like something hard or just violently shattered little bits of their spinal vertebra, but there's no metal fragments embedded in the skeleton. No trace of the bullet.
All right, I'll say that.
Do you think this is the source of the haunting here, Wilfred?
Could be would be a rather violent death.
Think if we like bury him and perform basic rites, it might convince him to go away.
It's always worth a try. Everyone deserves a proper burial.
Oh man,
Crocodile.
Crocodile, don't eat him.
Oh yeah, I could actually. See if I don't know if it works with non-Kassath though to get the livery.
Is there a way to split the loot or the money, or do we just all grab it?
I don't think Foundry has a good way to split it, no, because
no. So
Fair enough.
Counting on people helping me out later.
Yeah, we'll just split it all up later.
Is Croctaw's, cannibalistic forensics a spell or just a cultural thing?
No, we just made it up.
Okay.
Yeah, just totally made up. I just did it, and then you gave me a vision.
What a nice guy.
Yeah.
Do you?
So you could say it's just Kasath only.
Okay. Nom the desiccated corpse. Yeah, he might. You never know. He is a giant aquatic ape right now.
Aren't we off?
Yeah. All right. What
Wanna go
next?
check out the boat? I mean, I guess we should search this room. Maybe there's something in here.
I can grab the body and take it outside at least.
You guys have a
If Alfred-
32 perception in this room already.
Ah, okay. Well,
Alfred, could you move a little closer so I can at least throw the body over my shoulder, carry it out to the sand outside? Cool. So yeah, Crocodile will just pick it up and put
Okay.
it on its back.
You want to take it over by the shore?
Yeah, I'll just follow them out to wherever Alfred says is a good burial spot.
Okay.
Thing. Yeah, how hard is the soil?
It is pretty damp. Sort of river rises and falls around this area. So pretty much just your typical river silt and sand along here. It's very soft.
All right. Well, I want to do it far enough from shore that's not gonna,
Okay.
that it doesn't like get wasted away.
Okay.
But so like I guess right around the rock.
Okay. You guys dig a hole and bury this poor person.
Yep.
Anything else?
Do the last rites, I guess, or whatever.
Your last rites or my last rites?
Mm.
Have a religion off.
Or my last rites, my people.
You guys do know a funeral song from
Oh yeah, we do.
somewhere.
We do. We even have a rank in being able to sing now.
Perform, yeah. Hell yeah, let's do it.
Oh yeah,
Let's
you
do
guys
that one.
Did you not sing for Eldrin? I can't remember.
yes, no, we kind of did more of a Nomcats.
Da 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 boom.
Yeah, should we blow up this building? Perhaps that seems to be your custom. No, put him in here and blow up the building.
That was a special case.
Yeah, he was our friend. This is a stranger. I mean, a
And we were
simple
pissed off at the tower.
right. Simple wedding dirge should do just fine.
Okay.
Now, come on, people. Let's harmonize.
Who all? If you're singing, roll your singing. I think I have a macro for you, Josh.
I was gonna say, do you?
It would be just sing. SING. Again, it starts us off with an 11. Tokala matches him with an
Perfect.
11, barely on
We're-
pitch.
We're harmonizing so hardcore right now.
Nomcath coming in strong with a 21, finds that high harmony. Olbrin joins him with the high harmony. Here's the not exactly there, Hearsick, but you weren't there for the free rank of sing, so
It's a little pishy.
Alfred quite good. Strikes out on the baseline. You guys sing a beautiful funeral song about sending a soul on to where it's supposed to go. You do a really good job for a bunch of murderers standing on the riverbank.
We only murder things that tried to murder us
That's
first.
right. Sure. Okay. What then? It's not quite lunchtime.
So we're more like Avenger hobos than murder hobos.
Yes, that's right. Much better.
Check out the boat, I guess.
Boat.
Yes, so tense there when I stepped outside the circle for a sec.
Remember, you are
Alden reaches out and grabs you, pulls you back in.
You are all assumed to be with your circle buddy
I'm just traumatized.
at all
from being
times.
outside.
Hirsik and Krokta, you are watching this group be ultra strict about this.
Right.
It's like we're
I-
almost walking in step, you know. Even
Oh, they
like
have a hand on each other. Like they're just making sure.
Have your buddy.
It's like,
Like-
you know, military in the dark. If you can't touch your
Mhm.
buddy, you're too far away.
That's right.
Yeah. Good.
We can have survival checks out here.
Oh,
Wow.
hurts. The double one.
So that's you still provide assistance to Krokta, so we get to you guys didn't pick a
Yes.
primary, so I'm going with the
No.
first person as the primary. So you guys have a 16, 18. You have around a 20. This boat is very rotted. The wood is too soft for any part of it to ever be used for anything. It has also suffered massive explosion damage to the starboard side of the boat, the left side for you guys. A grenade went off very close to it on this one side.
well,
Do you guys think
whoever he was went somewhere he wasn't supposed to.
I don't see any ghosts or hauntings here so far. Should I take a step out?
What
Try
is
to
that?
communicate with them?
What the fuck is that?
Olbrun cast detect magic. This area radiates necromancy.
What is that
Yeah.
made up from?
It's just necromancy. I'm not sure what's going on here, but it doesn't feel good.
On a scale of 1 to 10, it's about a 5.
It's about a 5. It's not just a little. It's a decent little amount.
Maybe whatever it is only comes out at night.
How does anyone know how you see a ghost if he does not want you to see it?
I think there's
My
some
people-
spells for that.
Knowledge religion? There we go. Ulfred's up to a 17. Has anybody else bought knowledge religion?
One person.
Paladin.
I think we all knew who else has bought knowledge religion, but is not rolling it. Because he's afraid that he won't make 10. And he'll give you -2. Or he's AFK.
Yeah, always AFK. Yep.
I think he's AFK.
Huh?
Holy Here, sick. Natural 20. You actually
That
buy
we-
it?
For the
So
one.
religious.
We were storing. Yeah.
He's from
Well, you know,
Cheliax. He doesn't have a
yeah,
choice.
you have to be cosmopolitan about these things. It's not that I'm religious. I just know about their religions.
There it is. Natural 1 for Tokala. Gives you -2 on your religion check, which brings our total back up to 17.
I feel like Hirsik knows about religion because he scams people using
Whoa.
religion.
That is a very negative insinuation.
So he's a televangelist?
Oh, wow.
Precisely. He's essentially Joel Osteen sometimes.
Wow.
That is the third trick in the book.
Basically the Joel Osteen of Cheliax.
Super evil.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, don't let those refugees into your church when there's a hurricane, bro.
They love it over there. It's such an evil place.
Oh,
That's actually a brilliant idea for next time I play in that
Next time
kind
we
of
play
campaign.
Cheliax, yeah,
Yeah.
Hell's Vengeance, we need a Joel Osteen.
Oh
A
my
fucking
god, that'd be
Inquisitor or some
incredible.
shit. Okay. Ghosts are one of the types of undead that can often be very susceptible to sunlight, meaning they don't appear during it. They are basically powerless in it or can be destroyed by it.
I think I might have a way of removing sunlight from an area. Let me think through my spells I've learned in the past.
If we really want to, we could just wait till sunset.
Or
Instead
we
of
could
wasting a
just get the
spell.
hell out of here. I mean, we came, we saw. Looks good
We
to
didn't
me.
quite conquer, but who gives a?
Yeah.
Why even come here? Why? Oh, you got your grenades, so everything's
Yeah,
good.
we
Huh?
got a big ass hand cannon. What more do we want out of this situation?
We got a pocket rocket and a big gun. Let's sing a song. Let's hit the road.
I, for one, would like to meet this ghost.
If there's a spirit that's not at rest, I think we should owe it to put it at rest.
We owe nothing to the dead.
Yeah. I met a couple ghosts since my trip to New Maria, and most times it didn't turn out too well.
Well, I mean, we did pretty good on the first one. Those weird ones.
It was all downhill from there.
Weird ones we found around Eldrin were not all that fun.
If it's rating necromancy, I'm assuming this one's not going to be a fun one either. Toby, what, from our experience and my knowledge, what do I think ghosts will be susceptible to energy-wise?
They're immune to cold, very often resistant to electricity. Fire can hit them, force, sonic, those are all fine. Acid spells will hit them, although acid from guns or other physical sources will not. They're incorporeal. Magic weapons does about half damage to them, if any. And if you have a ghost touch weapon, that does full damage.
You still got that one, Tokala?
Nope.
You left
I
it.
sold it.
You left it. You sold it.
Yeah.
I sold it. I don't need it. I asked anyone else if they wanted it. They said nope. I sold it.
Yeah, so Croctus stepped out of the circle after we were talking about daylight. Felt safe enough. See, guys? You don't need to huddle together like that. We're good. Daylight's got us protected. Mother Nature at her best.
All right. Better to be on the safe side with some of this stuff. Brent, if you feel like we should try and put it to rest, we can. But as I remember with Zoud, if we defeated it, he just kept coming back. So
I just don't see any upside to us hanging around here.
If we're extremely lucky, it will be self-aware and not pissed off, and we might get a little information out of it.
That's the only upside. Timeline-wise, what are we thinking about this guy versus the timeline against Cassandra? Will he have anything to offer in the Cassandra direction?
Timeline wise,
I don't think this place is that old, is it?
no, it's not that old. It's a relatively recent visitor to the Scar.
You might be able to give it some information about the Dominion.
Maybe.
Although from what our friend says, I don't know. I mean, does the Dominion use grenades?
It's tech, isn't it?
Yeah. I just have a hard time picturing the thing I saw using something like that.
Well, y'all know where I stand on the matter. But
Yeah.
if we're gonna stick around, I'll back you up by not shooting you in the face this time.
Well, we could do this. If Ulfred really wants to try, we could kind of get towards the edge of that bad feeling area and do the circles again at about sunset. Spend a little time, see if we can see it, get its attention, and if it doesn't seem like it's gonna be willing to talk, we can just back out and leave.
What do you think, Oberyn?
Mm, well, coming from where I come from, knowing necromancy and all the things from hell, I say if we can rid this world of it, it's worth a try.
And my problem is, like I said, with Zoud. Zoud kept coming back. We had to find whatever it was that was keeping him here. That's the one reason why I suggested burying the body and giving it rights. Maybe they would let it go. But if you're still seeing the necromancy here, that means it hasn't gone yet, right?
Maybe it could tell us. We could glean some information about it.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm saying I'm not opposed to like getting on the edge of its territory and using the circles and testing to see if it's willing to communicate.
I mean, we could just camp in the middle of the house. I mean, that's one way.
But then if it does show
I
up,
know I'm being dumb.
all right, all right.
Hell yeah.
We have a portable hole, right? Camp in the hole, come out when we want.
Portable. I wasn't sure where you're going with that one.
Oh yeah, the rope trick thing. Yeah, we could do that.
Right.
Ulfred, does not Bry grant you the power to speak to the dead from time to time?
Oh,
To dig that thing back up, huh?
I mean, just dig
After
a
that
little.
whole burial, wouldn't we just kind
Oh
of piss him off
no.
after we sing him the song and everything?
I mean, Tokala likes digging holes. It's fine.
we'll see about that. Let's see. Would
Well,
that
also,
anger
if it
um
angers it, we'll just blame McGinnis so it possesses McGinnis again.
Yeah, I was thinking we could just use McGinnis as bait, just take away his gun. Just he's like a conduit for that type of
From
stuff.
my cold dead fingers.
Especially the new one.
I don't know, with that check, would that piss off at some deities or be disrespectful
Which?
to exhume the body we just
Oh
inhumed?
yeah. Yeah. Exhuming a body is a great way to aggravate any spirits associated or attached to it.
Fair enough.
Instant karma there.
It's a little bit like Monk. By the way, one more thing. Not Monk. The other guy. Crap, I can picture his face.
Columbo.
Columbo, that was him. Yeah,
He is the one more thing guy.
yeah. By the way, just one more thing.
Thought that was Uncle.
That's what I was thinking of too.
Epic Train Adventures or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
One more thing.
You know, if I didn't know better, I would say that Crocto's not with her circle buddy.
Oh yeah, I said that earlier. I said I left.
He did. He blatantly
you
said
are?
it.
Okay.
Yep, he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's left the circle.
And then
Got
told
it.
everyone
Just
else
making
they
sure.
should come out.
Just making sure. Confirmed abandoned circle buddy.
Croctail, you might want to get back in the circle, buddy.
Only during daylight. Once night comes, when the sun starts to go down, I'll get back.
I mean, not a guaranteed thing.
Well, what do you say there, Hirsuk? Seems like we're
Oh,
a hung jury. Maybe you're the tiebreaker.
Isuma walks up and says, "What's the verdict?"
So why did you? So far, we see nothing here except for a dead body, no ghosts or anything. We think it might come at night, but all you have to go by is that you feel uneasy around here. You haven't heard any other rumors.
She says, I don't feel it at the moment. No. But I've heard Peter mention it too. He felt the same when he came through here.
I am inclined to trust the drug man on matters of ghosts. That just seems right. But
I think
the question is what we gain from interacting with the spirit, if it is he.
That's a good point. We've already got its loot.
We're assuming
Does
Well,
it maybe have information on this valley that would be useful to us?
Did we thoroughly examine the house and the structure, or just the body?
Both.
most
Yeah.
of the body.
Yeah,
Okay.
we did like a 32 perception on the house or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just making sure. Thanks.
Yeah, you guys were highly perceptive people over there.
they're
I mean-
unnatural. Person's probably suffering. It's better to, or it's be the right thing to help them move on, especially if people are coming through here.
And if we are dealing with a valley that is overgrown with ancient and horrible, terrible things, perhaps we need somebody that knows, has been here a long time, like this man.
It's possible he has information. Yeah.
Well, maybe you're onto something, Nomcath. Maybe we camp far away and we just kind of dip our toe in this region tonight and see if we can communicate. And if it gets dicey, we just take a few steps back.
Exactly. I can't think of anything else around here. There's no possessions. The house is destroyed. I can't see anything else around here that would count as something. I can even think of that would count as something that might keep it here. I mean, maybe the boat, but we could burn the boat.
I don't think that it necessarily has to be a physical thing.
True. We did manage to, or I did manage to bluff that paladin ghosting to letting go.
Yeah, you gaslighted a paladin ghost.
Okay.
Well, you can't really say it's gaslighting. Gaslighting is changing somebody's perception. I merely crafted a plausible story that actually might have happened if he had survived long enough.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm not
you keep-
gaslighting. Just what you said is wrong.
No,
you keep
no.
using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
He died, and I crafted events after his death. So it's not like he was wrong. I gave him information that he didn't have.
I see. Let's see now.
So what's the plan? We got to quit pretty soon.
We're gonna head outside of the bad area, wait till nightfall, recast the magic circles,
Okay.
dip slightly into the bad area, and see if we can find said ghost and determine whether or not he is coherent and willing to communicate.
I agree with that.
Let's
Any
do it.
any dissidents for that plan, or is that the plan?
That's the plan.
Listen to that. All right.
Hell yeah.
And
Well.
those circles are good for what, about an hour?
I think it's 10 minutes a level.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now it's 100 minutes.
So yeah, you guys will have to recast again before we do this.
We wait for
Yeah.
nighttime, and with nighttime comes
Oh no.
some rain, and with rain comes some
Thunder.
rain-based ambiance. Yes, of course. And you recast your magic circles. Any other buffs we need to put up or anything like that?
Is mage armor still up?
You could cast it again, probably.
I assume super bless, so everybody needs to put their super bless up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You guys could do a thing where you like go and rest and come back that night, so that's fine. You have the day, and as mentioned before by Asuma and others, nobody likes to come to this area. Okay. Well, what's up first? Oh, you're doing false life?
Yeah, how do I cast that one?
You know what? I don't know.
We're not very consistent in our spell macros.
Not at all. False life. All one word. Lowercase.
Okay.
I can change it to just false, though.
I mean, I think it. Yeah, we can discuss it.
That means he must at some point have a spell that he can have his slash true.
That's right. He'll have true sight.
Hell yeah.
There, I triggered it. Voila! You got 11 temporary HP, you beast of a man, you.
Yeah, hell yeah. You ain't killing me.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh.
Suma again resumes Overwatch.
What would I know about the senses of a ghost?
First, you should know
Okay.
that Croctaw said some shit you might want to address. Should I step out and try to talk to it? I can be very welcoming, says Croctaw.
No.
You could also get lightning bolted upside the head.
I have an energy resistance for that. So
Wow.
I have many lightning bolts. I have many things. And
oh,
they
not you.
All the
I thought the
lightning bolts.
ghost was going to strike me.
well, that's very possible too.
He makes Zeus jealous how many lightning bolts he has.
Wow.
Damn right I do.
Never
Yeah.
heard of
Wow.
Those finger guns.
You are a powerful ally, and I prefer to keep you as such, and not a powerful enemy.
Oh, hey. Still know how we're going to talk to this ghost without. Hey, maybe I should
Let's
summon, like,
uphold.
a chipmunk?
Yeah, right in there is a little chipmunk guy.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I think
he
this is about
represents-
as far as we should get, and then just
Perception
kinda,
checks. This group that's closer.
Well, that's only because Takala hasn't moved.
Sorry.
Oh,
I'll move
Takala's
on up.
AFK. Okay,
There we go.
there he goes.
He outran his circle.
He totally did.
Seems to not want to move with me now.
Cool. I think we
It
broke
moved
it
a
because
little bit,
we
and
both
then-
moved you. There we go. Now it's fixed. Nope, we
Nope.
broke it again. Okay, good. It works. See? Flawless.
It is-
So perception.
Just foundry things. Yeah. Huh? Ooh, that's really good. All right, well, I'm just going to let you guys parse out the meta on this, but all of you get the chills. All of you start feeling the urge to look around, focus your night vision, pierce the dark with your sight. You feel like you're being watched. McGinnis only hears a whisper in his ear that just says, "Is that you, Sheriff?"
Why,
God.
yes. Why, yes, it is, my friend.
Oh,
You guys hear McGinnis
Wait,
say,
McGinnis.
"Yes, it is."
he
To
has
nobody-
already.
Yes.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Oh,
yes,
God.
already
he's in
to
the
come
circle.
to the ghost madness. Hear him.
You,
Greg, take
you
his
want
gun.
me to do what?
Well, okay.
You want me to shoot who?
And who might you be? He's talking to me. He's talking to me. I'm picking something up.
Don't listen. Close your ears, McGinnis.
McGinnis, you hear in your head, "About time. I've been waiting."
Well, just tell me what you need. I'll take care of you.
Okay.
You hear the voice say, again, just to you, "I killed Tima Benoche. She shot me first, but I gunned her down."
Well, you did the right thing, my friend. She had it coming.
"She was your deputy."
Yeah, but she was no good. Her heart turned sour. You did what I didn't have the nerve to do. And I thank you for it. He looks at all of you and kind of like shrugs, raises his eyebrows.
Trying to see if McGinnis seems earnest to the ghost or wanting to us like that.
You hear the voice in your head again say, that, That you, Sheriff?
Just tell me what you need. I'm here to help you now. Just want you to rest easy, friend.
He says, I need you to finish it.
Well, just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll finish it. You just tell me what you need.
He said, step out in the street. We'll see who's who.
Oh! 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 Uh, hey, gang. I think things about to get hairy here.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Just, he's calling me out.
Oh god.
I've got your back. Here we go.
We got you.
The circle?
There you go.
All of you have dark vision of some type, but it's different ranges, and the rain seems to interfere with it quite a bit. But those of you that have natural 60-foot or Olbrin with your long-range dark vision, you see a couple tiny red points of light somewhere between you and the ruined boat. About 150 feet ahead of you.
Are they like eyes?
Yep. Like eyes.
So, Paula, you laid that spell on me specifically, so I don't have to stay in the circle, right?
Yeah, so you could go do one-on-one with this ghost.
We know you're faster at the draw.
You got this, buddy.
Toby, would I think a ghost would be able to sense an invisible person? Pretty sure they would, right?
Yeah, they sense life.
Okay, I thought so.
They sense nearby life and they hate it.
And they hate it.
All right, McGinnis.
Any other buffs before McGinnis does whatever the hell he's going to do?
He pulls out his Inferno pistol and, kind of checks the sight, checks the nanite canister, makes sure it's full, and holsters it, turns and looks at the group and says, well, guess we're going to find out who the fastest gun in Numeria is.
It's you, obviously. You got this.
I'm not worried.
Last call for buffs from the party.
I'll give him Shield of Faith.
Okay.
Which gives him probably a higher deflection bonus than he has.
Okay. McGinnis, take this with you.
Oh, you forgot the E, Josh.
I'm gonna cast Fickle Winds on all of us with McGinnis.
There you go. I blessed you as well.
There it is. Let's see, you have a 10th level Shield of Faith buff.
I gave him Fickle Winds.
Okay. You have haste.
He has a war blessing.
What's the war blessing do?
A few different things. It's all right there.
Insight to attack rolls, saves, dodge, bonus AC. Just
Yeah,
decide if you want attack or dodge, yeah.
I'll probably go dodge.
Okay.
I like my aim.
All right, you going to step forward?
Yep. He'll start walking towards.
What's range to target, Toby?
You're not sure. You think it's a little over 100 feet. Maybe 130?
Okay. Got it.
Oh, and he's with the fickle winds. He's effectively got a wind wall around him.
Yeah.
But it
goes around.
He can
all
shoot
of
out,
us, actually.
but it'll give him deflection for stuff coming in.
It is minute per level, so don't dilly dally over there.
I'm just gonna start walking that direction. Fingers hovering over the holster. Fingers twitching.
You feel every hair on your arm stand on end from the cold. It has dropped 30 degrees just in the 50 feet you've walked towards the water. And it's not the night, it's not the rain. It's just this force in front of you. And you feel stared at. You feel like the his sights boring into you, and indeed you can see the eyes clearer and clearer. And as you approach, you see a silhouette form around him. You see a hat, a long poncho, and a necklace dangling around with a little pink gem. And you see a pair of holsters, one on each hip, set at just the right height. Little below the waist, looks like they're sagging a little bit, but that puts them at exactly the right pulling distance for a speed draw.
So it's really gonna come down to this, is it, friend?
He says, "Couldn't end no other way. It's all I deserve." What's your minimum range? What's your one range increment with Inferno?
I think it's 40.
Is it? You... Inferno hits untouched at any range, though, so you don't really care about that, I guess. Why isn't your range? Oh, your range should be... I'm fixing it. Your gun's not listed right. There we go. Now it is. Now when you hover over your Inferno, you should see your range increments. Yep.
While he's
He walks
walking
forward.
out there,
The party can see him now. You see a dark, shadowy figure. You can't see a face. You just 2 points of light for eyes underneath a hat and long, tattered clothing. He's semi-transparent. You can almost see straight through him.
as McGinnis walks out, he slowly draws out one of those cigars that he found along the way.
Oh, you remember the Parettis.
And
The Perotis.
he lights one of those up. And
Let's do grit.
just gets up close on this guy and let's see here. I mean, he'll just keep walking slowly till he gets within 40.
Those give you a +5 insight bonus to initiative checks.
Exactly.
Which is going to be pretty pertinent because what we're going to do here, because it's just the two of you, is I'm going to put you two in combat, and we are going to roll initiative over and over every round, and whoever wins initiative is going to get to shoot once. Okay?
Let's dance.
Nice.
Let's get the initiative tracker out here. And you can't... Are you ready to roll?
I don't think that.
Nice.
I don't think they added the cigar.
Yeah, you do. We do want to add the
5.
cigar. Well, that's okay. That's 24-15. We know that if you get a tie. Let's see how he does. He beat you.
But don't I get the +5?
You get the 5, so you have a 29, actually. 29-15. Okay, let me modify you. Good thing you smoked that cigar, huh?
Yeah.
Let's see. 29. Boom. All right, take a shot. A single
So,
shot.
A single shot. Okay.
You can
Let's
put
see
deadly
here.
aim on it if you want to.
Yeah, I think I.
You got
I
+2
do.
grit to burn.
Yeah, I'm gonna be burning through that too. What range are we at now? Is this the actual range, or are we like within 40 or?
Well, you can get closer if you want. You bring him closer.
Yeah, I'd like. I mean, I want to get up within 30 feet if I can. Then I
Okay.
get point
You're-
blank.
You're both walking with your hands on your hip, and you have got the initiative, so you're going to draw first. You guys get awful close before you gun each other down.
All right, here we go.
Wrong weapon.
Oh, weren't you going to use Inferno?
Oh shit! Yeah, sorry.
It's all right.
I
Roll again.
was. Sorry, it's been a while.
Totally fine.
There it is. All right. Hasted, deadly aim, point blank shot.
All the check marks.
Oh,
Nice.
That
I'm your
will.
huckleberry.
There you go. That will hit. You see it blast into his side, and he pulls back towards you, and we roll again. You ready?
Yep.
Roll initiative. And don't forget to put on your +5. You just right-click on yourself and hit re-roll.
Oh, okay. Right click on myself.
In the initiative tracker, in the combat tracker, right-click McGinnis and say re-roll.
That's not working.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
Okay.
get nothing with the right click.
Okay, let me see if you can do it from your... Can you do it from your checks, from your token? Or your utility? Basically, can you roll initiative there?
Maybe. I see roll initiative, but I click it, nothing happened.
Okay. Well, I'm going to re-roll you here. I hoped it would let me do this. Let's see, you get 5. Situational bonus. All right. Yeah, I think we'll just probably alternate then. I'm sorry, I thought that would work. Okay, re-rolling you. With your +5, you got him again? 24, give it to him. There you go.
cigar.
I'm your huckleberry.
That will hit. Hits. All right. Actually, I think we don't even need the combat tracker probably for this then. Let's do this and just roll me an initiative. You hit him again.
When I click roll initiative, it says there's no active combat encounter.
Oh, Foundry, you're just being no fun today, aren't you?
There we go. There we go.
+5, so 25.
You beat him again. Take your
Cigar
shot.
saving your ass.
Cigar.
Yeah.
I forgot that he had that fucking cigar.
He's too cool right now. He's reaching unprecedented levels of cool.
Never before seen levels of cool.
I don't know
God.
how to do the. It says my up close and deadly's out of charges.
Is it?
So,
It shouldn't be though, right?
No, I should have. I've
Should have
used
one more?
2.
You've only
Yeah,
done 2.
I should have like 6 total now because the cigar gave me 2.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to put all 3 of yours back. So you should have 3 right now.
Okay, cool.
Go ahead and hit it.
Thanks. Sorry for my foundry ineptitude.
No. My Foundry ineptitude's
All right.
being a factor too. All right, so let's roll again. Initiative.
Takala, smoking is cool, kids.
That's what we want. That's the takeaway we want here.
Yeah, it is.
That's totally what we want.
Yeah, sorry, man. It's just not like I click it. It doesn't.
How'd you trigger it a second ago?
I don't know.
All right. Let me take you back out of combat.
You know, probably would be easiest way is just have you both roll d20s, and as long as McGinnis rolls
True. True.
4 or more less than him, he wins.
That's fair. And I'll roll for him.
So McGinnis wins.
Yep.
Sweet.
Take your shot.
That cigar. Delicious.
They're rolling basically the same thing every turn.
Well, it's not that. It's
I'm your huckleberry.
He's +10 and McGinnis is +15. So.
Yep. Mm-hmm. But
he
they're
has
also
to
like
roll
rolling 5s. They're rolling within a point or 2 of each other every time. It's really tight. The cigar is decided about 3 of these. You guys watch McGinnis pull, and you see just red flashes light up the beach as he just Inferno pistol. He's just emptying it into this guy. And you see the ghost is being hit and turned and stunned and blasted apart by this.
He just fanning the hammer on the
Mhm.
infernal pistol.
He's doing it. And he just keeps doing it. Do me again. Get it again.
Quote of the night, do me again.
That's right. Do me again.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Hell yeah. Let's get weird. All right. Next turn.
I mean, we are still recording, right?
We are. No editing out that. Yeah, he didn't beat you by enough. You go again. He might just never get a shot here.
This is amazing.
I can't believe you've beat him every time.
I need my last up close and deadly.
Get it?
And I'm out of grit. It's it won't let me trigger it. It says I'm out. But this would be my 6th one.
Okay. Yeah, something's counting funny. I think up close and deadly must be charging you double charges somehow.
No,
But
I think he might not have rested. I don't think we rested after that last combat we did or
no,
whatever.
I just gave him 3 and he used it once and now it's gone. Like
Oh, okay.
it's overtaxing him. Good times. Foundry's getting in the way a little bit here, but we're getting it done. You should be able to trigger it now.
No, it says I have no infernal pistol. You know what? It's okay. I'm gonna say it's meant to be, because I should always keep 1 grit in my back pocket, because it allows me to do some things if I have at least 1 grit. So
Okay.
I'll just call it good.
Well, you keep that 1 grit. And then we're going to roll again. He looks really hurt, but also you're noticing that you've shot this man more than you've ever shot anybody in your life, and he's taken it. Natural 1. He just doesn't want to ever shoot you. I can't believe you think Foundry's betraying you, but it's really betraying me. This is amazing. All right, let's do it again. Ugh. See? You guys seeing what I'm
that time?
Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing here?
Yep.
We're just
Take your shot.
watching as this
Oh.
ghost just stands there and gets shot up over and over again.
Natural 1. You missed.
Oh, it's bound to happen.
Does it? Okay, now I'm thinking. Does it? Is that a jam on those?
Not on the Inferno pistol.
Okay.
19, bitch. Oh. Tie, but his bonus breaks the tie.
Okay.
Mine does?
Yep, you win. Shoot me again.
You said you wanted it to end, my friend.
You get flashes as you've put so many shots into this ghost and it's just taken it all. But you see him burning away. Parts of his body are just obliterated by the blast. You occasionally see this hideous burned face sort of in a grimace of pain and joy as you gun him down. And you guys see you're looking at the back of McGinnis. You just see the flashes of light from behind him as he just strides towards this man, lighting him up. All right, last chance for me to actually shoot at you. Ready? Nope. Can't do it.
Yep.
Unbelievable. You drop him. He never even got to shoot.
I have 1 round left.
What the hell?
You know what you should do, just for flavor text, because one of the things you can do with the cigar is flick it and shoot it and cause it to explode. You should do that to finish them off. Just flavor text kind of thing, really. But
I was thinking the same thing, Nomcat.
That's so sick.
Totally, I forgot about that.
As you land the last shot in him, you hear sort of a expiration of breath, and you see him flicker, almost looking solid for a second, and fall backwards into a heap. And you hear a clank of some metal objects hit the ground.
McGinnis slowly raises the Inferno pistol to his lips and goes, blows the smoke from the barrel, gives it a couple spins, slips it into the holster, kind of shakes shakes the tension out of his shoulders and slowly turns back to the group and says, "I believe he's laid to rest, my friends." And
McGinnis, I think your holster's on fire.
great water.
Sorry, I just had to. Just think of the number of times he shot with that thing. The thing's probably
You guys,
smoking.
yes. No, you notice that the Inferno pistol is glowing hot metal. He actually cannot put it back in the holster at the moment. He's never shot it that many times in just a few seconds.
He turns it on his
Just
finger,
so you know, what
puts it
you
in the holster,
avoided.
and then immediately yanks it out in pain and hopes that nobody noticed, and just kind of tries to pretend like everything's cool.
Sorry, it was just too perfect a moment, McGinnis. I'm sorry to ruin your cool moment.
Oh,
No, that's like absolutely in character for him. Is he thinks he's cool, but he's actually kind of a doofus. But he
God.
acts like he just, like that was nothing. Like ain't no thing. But you can see his left hand trembling.
I thought it was a bit of overkill. I mean,
How many times do you have to shoot a person?
honestly.
Well,
Honestly.
it wasn't a person; it was a ghost. I mean, think of how many times he had to shoot Hellion and all them. You know?
Yeah. Well, McGinnis shot
I-
Hellion like twice and he exploded.
Yeah, I was gonna say that ghost took a hell of a beating. I'll give him that.
That ghost was unbelievably dangerous.
He just didn't want to leave this world.
And you just outrolled him or rolled within 2 or 3 of him 8 times in a row.
Those cigars, man.
I don't know. The cigars saved you. I would have tore you up without the cigars. Because he is a rare type of undead called a pale stranger, and his single shot is nuts.
Oh.
I feel like I've been hit by those before.
Yeah.
Luckily, they were stunned. You know what I mean?
And if the whole party fights him, if you won't like single gun sling him, then you get some of this action.
Oh Jesus!
And it's Sonic too, but it
Yep.
has resistance against Sonic.
Fuck. Yep. McGinnis here in the chest is your winnings. There is a pair of pistols that are called the Rattle Dragons. 8-chambered revolvers use battery power to create sonic distortion fields only a few molecules wide that will shake apart hardened steel. They're a match set, each with intricate and subtle runework down the barrels to improve their accuracy and damage. He's also got a set of trooper armor, which you guys have seen before, some batteries. He's got a bunch of pipe bombs, which I know everybody's excited about. He has a strange pink necklace that you will want to roll knowledge engineering on, and a book.
Take a look at this necklace.
Knowledge engineering, that is another one of those gems you guys were just talking about. This one is of a different type. And since I know you have the VR helmet and your universal cable, you can connect to it and see what type it is. It is a memory facet compassion. Allows an AI that it's connected to understand and even experience love and associated emotions, imparting +2 on will saves, granting +4 on diplomacy and sense motive checks. An AI with a compassion facet can form a strong emotional bond with the number of creatures equal to its CR as a standard action. AI gains +4 on attack rolls and weapon damage while controlling a robot and making attacks against anyone that has harmed its bonded creatures.
It's wow.
It doesn't fit Tokala's socket, but you remember you guys used an inhibitor. This one adds a capability to an AI. The inhibitor you used on Hellion to slow him down, and it actually did slow him down a lot.
It's like it can make one of these like artificial beings like love. How can you bottle up an emotion like that? That just doesn't make any sense.
It's not real. They wouldn't know love if it bit them in the ass.
Does anybody want to take a look at the book before we quit?
Oh yeah, I'm reading it right now.
It is, in fact, a sketchbook. It is full of nothing but sketches and what looks like poetry or song lyrics. And the last sketch in it, the best one he did, is a picture of a very beautiful young woman. Across the bottom, it says Mara.
Hey, we know who that was.
Hey,
Damn.
yeah.
I'll be damned. Well, Nim Getter, sorry we had to meet like this, but maybe it was the best thing for you, given how long you've been out here. I think I'll help myself to these here rattle dragons and see if I can't give them a second life.
Hell yeah.
Got
Good
batteries
stuff.
if you need them.
Yeah, I guess I better grab those, eh?
Yeah.
Probably the single most badass encounter anyone's had yet.
I grabbed a couple of the spiked pipe bombs. That should be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody
are fun.
want those? I'll take one.
I grabbed a pair because, well, I've used them here and there.
Who else likes throwing bombs around?
Yeah, the
Proctor!
spike pipe bombs are loaded with obviously explosives and incendiary items, as well as small chunks of glaucite that don't flatten out or get flattened. So it's just like throwing razor blades through the air, and then nails and the other usual things that are in a pipe bomb. So it does 2d6 slashing, 2d6 fire, 2d6 piercing, and 2d6 bludgeoning.
Good grief.
Yep.
Boy, oh boy.
I mean, if nobody else wants them, I'll take them. But
I just took one.
I have no accuracy, so.
Yeah, Josh
I
prefers
just-
to get hit with grenades rather than throw them at people.
Yeah, that's my jam.
If I took one, I'd be a suicide bomber.
Wow.
Wouldn't even get out of my hand.
Olbrin, you set
Good
for
lord.
armor? That trooper armor's pretty nice. I guess you're not so fond of the armor, though, are you?
No, it kind of inhibits me a little bit.
Yeah. Well,
we can
Thanks
pack
for
it on
thinking of
all
me,
food
though.
for later.
Yeah, we can always sell it.
Our pack dwarf is feeling unloved.
All right. Well, that villain sucked. I'm sad. Let's quit.
You kind of got steamrolled though, Toby.
I got
Sorry,
steamrolled.
bro.
I got wrecked. Last time I beat your asses with a
sick.
bunch of cute androids. I just pummeled your asses with tasers. And then this time, my super deadly gunslinger. Yeah. Good job, McGinnis. You beat him fair and square.
Hell yeah.
hey man, I had a lot of help.
I'm glad you remember the cigars. That was
Yeah,
clutch.
those worked out really well.
That was
Indeed.
clutch. All right. Well, I'm going to stop the
All right,
recording
guys.
here. And